Justice. We don't shy away from defending ourselves, but we want a fair trial. We want an opportunity to be heard. Malam cannot prepare for his defense when he's locked up and his lawyers are given certain conditions to see him. When the lawyers come, they'll tell you that, oh, only one lawyer can see him at a time. Oh, the lawyer cannot stay for this. Oh, you know, there's always one excuse or the other. How would he defend himself if he is incarcerated? These offenses that they are alleging against him are all bailable offenses. The Constitution guarantees that. But the bail conditions have become so onerous that everyone knows that it is impossible in the Nigeria of today for him to be able to fulfill that stance. So I ask people, one, to demand that Malam be treated fairly. He should be given bail. He should be released on terms that are doable. He should be allowed access to his doctors. I asked the president, personally, I'm talking to the president now. Mr. President, sir, I campaigned for you. I stood up. I went to every nook and cranny of Kaduna State for you. My husband stood by your side. Is this what our family deserves? The ball is in your court, Mr. President. All this can stop if you say the word. I'm believing that you are a father and you know, and you can empathize. Please let Malam go. I'm not asking you to tell them not to prosecute him. I'm just asking you to allow him the basic human right that the Constitution you swore to uphold guaranteed him. Let them give him a bail that he can afford. If he is guilty, let the courts decide. If he is innocent, let the courts decide. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Look, on a very serious note, right? Without Rufai, there's no how that Tinubu would have been able to rig the 2023 election. No how. He would not have been able to get the numbers. Because first of all, before you rig, right, you must have, or let me say, before you rig to be sworn in, to be declared winner, you must have a critical number. Without that critical number, there's no how that you can rig to win. You can only rig to reduce the embarrassment. That's what happened like in places like, Edo, Lagos, Plateau, and many other places, right? What they did was to reduce the numbers because there was no how they could rig to win. And that's also why we tell a lot of people that, look, if you come out, the biggest enemy we have is apathy. Where people say, oh, the vote is going to do it, my vote won't matter, oh, this, and they don't come out to vote. If people come out to vote and they vote, there's no how somebody else can come and rig it into this thing. See, what do you call him? Rufai, Nasir Rufai gave his all and everything. Like him or whatever, like him or hate him, I mean, everybody knows there's no love lost between me and Nasir Rufai. As a governor, he was absolutely disastrous, you understand, in the way and manner he allowed power to get into it, and the way he was high-handed, in the way that human rights were not, respected. One would say it's karma, what is happening to him. But the thing is that when you are making demands for people's rights, it does not matter whether you and those people are friends, whether you and that person are enemies, whether you and that person are whatever it is. Right is right, and everybody has a right to that human right that is then fundamental rights and all of that. And that right for you having your lawyer do things for you, it's a right that it's yours to have. Nobody should take that away from anyone. And in the way and manner that Tinubu has treated Nasir El-Rufai, honestly, that is it's heinous. You understand? When you say someone is evil, is doing evil, it is. Nasir El-Rufai unfortunately thought he was at the table, part of those at the table. He didn't realize that he was the menu. This is it. One of the things I think many people, whether it's, and they say they know him, but they've not realized about Tinubu that Tinubu does not want any competition. You cannot come to Tinubu as in someone who is already self-made. The only way you can fit in well with Tinubu is that you are nothing, you were never going to be anything. He was the one that put you to be something, so that you will kiss his ring without, in short, you go there looking like your God on earth. That is any other thing. Tinubu resents it. That you have your own power, that you have this. Because with a Nasir El-Rufai had already had his own power. He already had his own following. He had already made his own mark. So it wasn't Tinubu. And he was the one that used that mark to be able to bring Tinubu in. Whether Tinubu wants to admit it or not, El-Rufai played a major role. In the northern part of the country, when nobody had the guts to go against Buhari, or even try to challenge Buhari, it was El-Rufai that could do that. With even all of that Naira note something going to all the way to Supreme Court, El-Rufai was the one who was at the forefront of all of that. To now see the way El-Rufai has been treated, it's really unfair. That whatever we want to say that, oh no, yeah, he did the same thing. Yeah, he did the same thing. When he was doing the same thing, we called him out. And so now that the same thing is being done to him, we also have to call out the people who are doing this to him. And the very reason, one of the reasons, of course, like somebody had said, that El-Rufai is not going to come out until after the 2027 election, because they know how. When they talk about coconut head, El-Rufai has coconut head. And he's someone who is also very vindictive, someone who also never forgets, and he will do everything. And it's in his own interest, in his own personal and selfish interest. For me, I always tell people, like for me, I have my own selfish interest, why I want Mr. Peter Obi to be president. And that is, he will come and give Nigeria good governance, so that a lot of responsibility on my head, other people carrying people's load, I can offload it and face and be enjoying my life. Me, that's my own selfish reason. I don't hide it. I'm not doing this. I'm not supporting Peter Obi because I like him. I need it. No, all I know is that he's coming to do Jackie work for Nigeria, bros. Now you go do that Jackie work. We go allow me. Me I can't flex, flenjo. They go. They do baby girling. I can then not. It's just like now I have a lot of people who are speaking for Nigerian issue that I can afford not to speak on Nigerian issue, and they will be spoken of for me. I love that. That is my own selfish system. So in Nasir El-Rufai, he wants, Tinubu to be defeated badly. And he's going to work with whoever it is that is going to make it. And I know there are a lot of people who are angry, all the things that El-Rufai had done when he was governor, arresting people, throwing them in jail, fighting them legally, doing all sorts to bring people that. But the thing is that in this world, when you see somebody that will help you to achieve your cause, you don't need to like that person. Work with that person to get what you want to. For me, I've even during protests, I've been in protests with people who at one time say they were going to do this to me, harm me, do this, call me all sorts of names. It don't concern me. If we have a goal to be achieved, that is the goal. That is the most important thing. So I say a lot of people they can't bring themselves this, and that they can't bring themselves, to work with him or think about him. A lot of people are angry. Yes, I totally get that anger. But if it's going to help you solve your problem, use it. And that's one of the things that, Tinubu himself has known, which is that, El-Rufai will do everything to ensure that he leaves that office. So whatever he's doing now is to take him and arrest him and just keep him in this place and just get it. And unfortunately, El-Rufai sort of like delivered himself to them on the platform. They were going to arrest him anyways. They were seriously on wanting to arrest him even before he came in. There was that arrest, but he just made it easier after that interview that he did about they, also putting listening devices on the whatever. Was it the NSA's, some tapping the NSA's phones and stuff like that. But hey, this whole thing is just rubbish. And if no for nothing more, Tinubu needs to be kicked out of Aso Villa. That's just on period.